I'm a magician, aside from, well, what instrument do you play? That happens more often than you think. The other question people ask is they say, Tobias!
Tobias!
Do you do any card tricks?
Do you do any card tricks?
No. And then they get all disappointed. Actually, by law, I am required to do one card trick, and it has taken me 8 years to find a card trick I am comfortable with. First of all, I will introduce you to, yes, playing cards, the latest invention from France. 73 cards. Hey, that's historical. But for the English crowd, we've dumbed it down to 52. What I would like to do here is this. I am going to mix the cards up a bit, and then I am going to ask someone in the Oh Dear Lord Not Me section to help me out here. Sir, what is your name? Bert? Bert, can you do me a favor? Just come right up over here. Don't worry, you're perfectly safe. Everybody say hi, Bert.
Hi, Bert!
Cheer Bert wildly as he comes up. You hardly had to do anything, and they love you. All right, Bert, let's cheat out a little bit, theatrical term. And what I'm going to do is this. First of all, I want to show you the cards are pretty well mixed up, more or less. Fairly new deck of cards, so we're going to have to be a little careful here. What I'm going to do is this. I am going to move the cards from one hand to the other, and all I ask is that you stick out a family-friendly finger.
That's what she says.
Sound and Fury is not on till after me. A family-friendly finger, and touch any cards it goes past before we run out of cards. That one, keep your finger right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Pull these off. And there. All right. Therefore, Bert, this would be the card you selected. Now, I'm not going to look at it. I want everyone else to look at what Bert's card is. So you all see that Bert's secret selected card is, in fact, the 5 of clubs. Magician. Yeah! That's not the trick. There's more to this. But Bert, if you saw this card again, you would be able to identify it as your card? Excellent. Bert, scamper back to your chairs if your life depended upon it. Everybody give Bert a big hand. And I will take Bert's selected card and I will put it right in the middle of the deck. Like that. And watch closely as the 5 of Bert's selected card goes right in there like that. Now, all card tricks have the same kind of plot. It's like a romance novel. Boy meets card. Boy loses card. Boy finds card again. Boy and card live happily ever after. It's how the card is located that makes the trick worthwhile. And to that end, I had to find a good way to locate a card. And really what I found is this. There are so many ways to do it that involve clever sleight of hand, but this is not a clever sleight of hand show. You can see that by the sign. There is one way where a magician would spring the cards into the air and skewer it with a sword, finding the selected card in midair. I thought that was a really great idea. Unfortunately, you see the sword I have to work with here. This ain't happening. So I had to go with a plan B. Behold, plan B. You know, you never have to sharpen a mallet. And my intention is to somehow locate your secret card using a giant foam hammer. But you know, you may have noticed that this mallet, much like the rest of the show, has no point. So no matter how hard I bring this sucker in contact with a deck of cards, it's incredibly unlikely that anything's going to come up. That's why I'm going to use this. Beeswax. Nature's glue stick. What you do is just apply the beeswax. Cold. Like you've never used that excuse. All right. The head of the mallet is now as tacky as my costume. We'll take the cards, and we will very carefully place them on the mallet. Now, some of you can see where this is going. Some of you are still wondering. People in the front row are beginning to doubt their own judgment. As I have doubted mine the 8 years I've been doing this show. What I intend to do is to flick the cards up into the air, swing the mallet around, strike the cards with the mallet, strike the mallet with the cards, that too. And through sheer force of will, cause the selected card to adhere to the mallet. It could happen.
Huzzah!
Don't get too happy yet. I'm not even there yet. What I'm going to ask you to do is this. 1, cover your drinks. 2, on the count of, we're going to count to 3, and then I will attempt this. On my mark. 1,
2, 3!
Is this your goal? It worked. Here, you can take that. I got plenty more scattered all over the floor now.